Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. Episode 54 of SKIBIDI Toilet was just released, and we have so many things to talk about. There might be many things that you didn't see because of how fast-paced this episode was, so buckle up. I'll show you all the secrets and Easter eggs in episode 54 that you might have missed or didn't notice. We'll talk about the cameraman that's blindly in love with our beloved TV woman. We'll also talk about the glitch SKIBIDI Toilet's comeback and how powerful TV Woman is since she stopped the glitch SKIBIDI Toilet with ease. We also get to see some new mecha tech from the cameraman, and it looks like they are getting upgrades left and right. This includes the new weapons that every single cameraman has now, and we did get to see how the new weapons that were inspired from the plunger cameraman is being used. Anyways, watch the video until the end so that you don't miss any interesting secrets. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these analysis videos. You can also comment down below which theory video you want to see next. Anyways, here we go. We start the episode seeing a normal cameraman with a brown suit that's looking at a picture of TV Woman while she was using his purple beam on episode 49. This most likely means that this cameraman was the POV cameraman of episode 49, and he most likely got a crush on TV Woman after being saved by her countless times in one episode and her hugging him to teleport to the cameraman base together. Most likely made him more obsessed. I mean, who wouldn't want to smash the TV Woman, am I right? Anyways, let's get back to the analysis. We saw the TV Woman use her purple TV beam in episode 49 as well, just like today's episode, but we didn't really know what it did, but we'll talk about that later in the video. After we see our simp cameraman looking at the picture, the POV cameraman of this episode waves his finger to tell the simp cameraman that he shouldn't be simping for the TV Woman, but we all know that he is not gonna stop. Right after this, we see the simp cameraman surprised, and he points towards our left. We see a jetpack SKIBIDI Toilet coming towards us, and we pull out our new gun and shoot at him. But if you didn't notice, the colors next to the guns are different in this episode compared to episode 53. As you can see here in episode 53, the gun has a red glow instead of a blue one. This could mean that these weapons have different settings that shoot different projectiles. In today's episode, we see that the weapon shoots a blue laser that stuns the SKIBIDI Toilets and gets them to a state of freeze. We see our cameraman literally hold the SKIBIDI Toilet's head while it can't do a single thing. But if you look closely, we can still see that their eyes are moving, which most likely means that they can still see what's happening. And right after this, we smack the SKIBIDI Toilet and so hard that he faints and flush him right after. But that's not the end. We hear a SKIBIDI Toilet singing the SKIBIDI song that's on the roof literally half a second later, and this spider SKIBIDI Toilet has a machine gun on a weird spot and it wiggles weirdly. I don't know what the creator was thinking while making this episode, but this was one of the goofiest episodes ever made. After a moment, the new machine gun spider SKIBIDI Toilet starts shooting us, but it sounds like it's hitting a metal or some type of armor when he shoots us. This most likely means that the cameraman have upgraded their suit to be bulletproof. Or at least just some specially selected cameramen have gotten this upgrade, because otherwise we would have been long dead after the first bullet hit us. While the machine gun spider SKIBIDI Toilet is shooting us, a large cameraman comes in to rescue us and throws his melee weapon to the machine gun spider SKIBIDI Toilet's machine gun, and the gun breaking makes his whole body glitch and freeze. That's what you might think, but as you know, we saw what the long-range guns too, and they stun the SKIBIDI Toilets, and these sticks are most likely melee versions of the same weapon, and they most likely have the same electricity type effect which stuns the SKIBIDI Toilets. After the SKIBIDI Toilet gets stunned, he falls down from the roof, and our large cameraman flushes the machine gun spider SKIBIDI Toilet and gives us a thumbs up. But this is where things take a huge turn. We hear the weird, glitched SKIBIDI bop bop yes, yes sounds that we heard in episode 29. And before even the large cameraman can react, his head gets obliterated by the glitched SKIBIDI Toilet. As you know, the glitched SKIBIDI Toilet was one of the most overpowered SKIBIDI Toilets to ever exist, and he shows us why that is the case in this episode. In a single moment, he kills 4 to 5 cameramen without even being seen by anyone. He is so fast that even if you freeze the frame or slow the video down, it's still so hard to see him. This incredible speed is something the SKIBIDI Toilets are most likely experimenting with, because we saw a larger SKIBIDI Toilet almost get to these speeds in episode 53 a few days ago, but that's not even the most impressive thing. What happens after shook me more than glitch skibidi toilets come back. The TV woman teleports and shows up a second after the glitch skibidi toilet comes in, and what she does is insane when you think about how powerful the glitch skibidi toilet was. But before we get to that, I want to talk about how the TV man and TV woman can show up right on time almost every single time. Either the Titans, females of the Alliance, or entities that are of high ranks in the army can most likely have the ability to detect where others are. This might also just be a special ability for the TV race also, but we can't really know until we have more proof of this. Or it might just be that the communication is so fast among the Alliance, and when help is needed, the entity that can handle the situation shows up instantly. Anyways, let's get back to the episode 54 analysis. If you want to hear me talk about more theories about TV men and other stuff, comment down below and like the video. We see the TV woman teleport into the battlefield with a confused "oh-oh" face. This most likely implies that she wasn't really aware of what's going on, but instead she most likely got a stress signal and just showed up without knowing what's going on, and seconds after her head gets thrown away. But as you know from episode 49, her head can be dismounted and is a tool on its own. This fact alone makes her the counter of glitch skibidi toilet, since the glitch skibidi toilet usually flies so fast into his enemies' heads and obliterates his enemies. Right after the glitch skibidi toilet hits the TV woman, we can see that she is taken by surprise if we slow down the footage, because until the first spin, her face doesn't change. And thanks to her fast reflexes, she changes her mode to the purple beam right after, starting to spin around at incredible speeds, most likely to catch the glitch skibidi toilet before he can attack anyone else, and this does work. We didn't really know in episode 49, but from the looks of it, the purple beam selects a target, and mind controls that target and pulls the target to her. In episode 49, she used this ability on the cameraman with the brown suit in this episode, and maybe the mind control also has an effect that makes the person that was affected have a crush on TV woman. I really don't know, but this might be the case. We'll most likely learn this later on in the series. While TV woman was using her purple beam to stop the glitch skibidi toilet, a blue dart is shot at the glitch skibidi toilet's head, causing him to completely get stunned and freeze. This is a more powerful stun compared to the stuns we saw at the beginning of the episode, because we can't even see the glitch skibidi toilet move his eyes after the stun. My guess is that the cameramen are not going to kill the glitch skibidi toilet, but instead let the scientist cameramen inspect and study the glitch skibidi toilet to learn how it can go up to speeds that are invisible to the eye. This will most likely give the cameramen the upper hand against the newly upgraded skibidi toilets that are on the way. It's crazy how much the cameramen have improved in the last few episodes alone, and it looks like other species of the Alliance needs to catch up. Right after the glitch skibidi toilet gets stunned, the TV woman gets her TV head back into her body, and we see a troubled emoticon face that most likely implies that she owes the cameraman that saved her now, or that this was a troublesome job that they just did. Right after, we see a new scientist cameraman that's in a mecha suit. This most likely means that after what happened at the cameraman base, every single member of the cameraman species started working on new stuff to get into the battlefield, no matter their expertise. This new mecha suit contains 4 different weapons. As you can see on the left bottom, that's most likely a modified version of the new gun all the cameraman now uses. As we saw at the beginning of the video, they stun the skibidi toilets into a state where they can't do anything other than see their surroundings. The weapon on the left top is most likely the new stun dart the mecha scientist cameraman shot at the glitch skibidi toilet. The weapon on the right top, as you know, is most likely a modified version of the electromagnetic parasite disabler that cures the infected Alliance members. I don't really know what the weapon on the right bottom is, but it does look like a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher. It might also just be a machine gun, but we'll most likely see it in action in the coming episodes. There is also a black Polaroid camera on top of it, but it doesn't have any signs of being a weapon for now. This new mecha cameraman looks insanely overpowered. If I'm honest, it has everything you need to fight against the skibidi toilets, and this most likely is a prototype version, because when you look at it, there is no armor that'll protect the scientist cameraman. My guess is that after a while, they'll also have protection in the front, and it'll be like a capsule, and over time, maybe the scientist cameraman will start building more machines that are on the scale of the upgraded Titan cameraman. After the mecha scientist cameraman saves the day, he gives his thumbs up, And while this is happening, we can see the engineer cameraman running to the battlefield right after they got out of the helicopter camera, as you can see on the back. They are most likely going to check the battlefield for any remaining cameraman that can be saved after the glitch cameraman's attack. But after this, we get to the funniest part of this episode. And if I'm honest, the brown-suited cameraman might be one of my new favorite cameramen. He really is a man of taste and he never gives up. We see him running towards TV Woman trying to hug her, as we know by now that he has a crush on her. But she just teleports away, leaving our brave cameraman just like that, making him sad. I hope one day he achieves his dreams and gets to hug the TV Woman, maybe even marry her, because from what I can see, he is a real man. And subscribe if you like the brown-suited cameraman, and also if you have any other theories and secrets about this episode, make sure to write them in the comments.